Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. All praise due to Allah and peace be upon to our greatest Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. My dear students, how are you? I am fine by the grace of Allah, Almighty Allah. Alhamdulillah. This is Md.Mainuddin Rokon, Department of Islamic Studies, Assistant Professor, Milestone College, Dhaka. Dear students, today we will discuss some topics from chapter 1. You can see the board I have written here. First, chapter 1, lesson 2, chapter 1, lesson 2, 3, 4, 5. So, we will discuss Iman and importance of Iman in fostering human values, Tawhid, impact of Tawhid, and identity of Allah. And at last, we will discuss STEM related to these topics. Dear students, at first try to understand what is Iman. Iman, it is Arabic word which derived from the verb amnun, which means to believe or to rely, to accept. According to Islam, Iman, believe in the laws and regulations of Islamic Sharia at heart, to confess in words and to demonstrate in practice is called Iman. We can get a hadith. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said about Iman that antu'minu billahi wa malaikatihi wa kutubihi wa rasulihi wal yawmil akhir wa tu'minu billahi bil qadri khairihi wa sharrihi. Iman is believe in Allah, His angels, and the revealed book and His prophets, life after death, and taqdeer, that means good and evil, all from Allah. The hadith has been taken from Bukhari. And another we can get amantu billahi wa malaikatihi wa kutubihi wa rasulihi wal yawmil akhir wal qadri khairihi wa sharrihi min Allah ta'ala wal ba'th ba'da al maut, which means I refuse faith in Allah, His angels, His books, His messenger, hereafter, good and evil of the fate which are from Allah, the Most High, and resurrection after death. I think Iman, it is clear to you. So dear students, from these topics we can get some question. First one, we can get one question. What is Iman? Already we have discussed it. Number 2, another question from these topics. What is the relation between Iman and Islam? How we will write the answer? Iman and Islam are two very important. Iman means sincere faith in basic issues of Islam, and to practice them accordingly is termed as Iman. But Islam means self-surrender, total self-surrender to Allah in obedience and His commands and prohibition is termed as Islam. That means to follow the rules and regulation of Islam is called Islam. Dear students, Iman is root, while Islam represents its branches. Branches do not grow without roots. Again, roots are of no values unless branches grows branches. Likewise, Iman and Islam neither is complete without the other. And Iman creates in man's heart faith in love for Allah and also desire to attain His pleasure. Consequently, Iman blooms with full glow and freshness through worship and servitude in heart. Islam is related to external conducts or deeds. Iman consists of belief in Allah and Messenger, but to practice, to perform salat, give zakat, and performing hajj, it is external thing. It is called Islam. But don't forget, Iman and Islam are mutually complementary. Now we'll discuss importance of Iman fostering human values. You can see the board I have written here. Importance of Iman fostering human values. At first try to understand what is human values. Human values means values related to man in society. Only those qualities which go to adorn man. That means the quality accepted in the society. Those activities and thoughts and ideas constitutes human values which is compatible with human beings and human civilization. I think what is human values, it is clear to you. You know, man is ashraful makhlukat, best of all creations. So Allah said in the Holy Quran about the human beings, I have created human beings with a best shape. We can get this ayat Surah At-Tin. So their activities will be best, but don't forget one thing: the beastly conduct, greed, lust are not human ideas. If any man deviates from ideals and behaves like beast, then he destroys human values. In order to uphold human dignity, and human values may be protected by cultivating noble qualities and ideas. And you know one thing, the role of Iman is very important for growth of human values. The basic implication of Iman is La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. There is no entity but Allah, worthy of worship. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is his messenger. So dear students, a person who believe in Allah and believe in Islam, he should bow down only before Allah. He doesn't bend his head or surrender to anyone. And you know, this dignity of man is elevated and human values are developed. But don't forget, Iman leads people to the path of truth and beauty and inspires them to lead a moral life. A person who is Mu'min always uphold humanity and morality. You know, a Mu'min never make cheat with the people, and a Mu'min never make shirk, because fraud and hypocrisy and polytheism are entirely contrary to Iman. It is against Iman. And you know, Allah said in the Holy Quran against the hypocrisy, Allahu yashhadu innal munafiqina lakadhibun. Allah testified that certainly the munafiq are liar. My dear students, don't forget, Iman inspires a man to acquire moral values. It restrains from all bad habits and observance activities. Iman warns a man about his responsibility and accountability. A Mu'min always keeps in mind that one day he will have to appear before Allah the Most High. Allah said, وَأَمَّا مَنْ خَافَ مَقَامَ رَبِّهِ وَنَهَى النَّفْسَ عَنِ الْهَوَى فَإِنَّ الْجَنَّةَ هِيَ الْمَأْوَى. So, a Mu'min always keeps himself aloof from all kinds of inhuman and immoral activities. Then Allah will give us Jannat, because as Allah said, and one who is afraid of standing before his Lord and abstain from following the bad habits, certainly paradise is his abode. So it is clear that a Mu'min always save himself from all kinds of sinful activities, immoral activities and bad activities, then he will get Jannat. I think it is clear to you importance of Iman in fostering human values. Dear students, now we will discuss Tawhid. And you know, we can get some question from these topics like what is Tawhid and importance of Tawhid. What is the impact of Tawhid in human life? Now first try to understand what is Tawhid. Tawhid, it is Arabic word which means monotheism. To accept Allah as a single and one, it is called Tawhid. And you know, Allah said about Tawhid in the Holy Quran, Qul huwallahu ahad, say Allah is one. And not only this, we can get another ayat in the Holy Quran, there is nothing resemble him. That means it's proof that Allah is one. There is no partner of Allah. And don't forget, opposite of Tawhid is shirk, but opposite of Iman is kufr. Now, importance of Tawhid. Dear students, Tawhid is the first and most important aspect of Iman. Without belief in oneness of Allah, no one become a complete Mu'min. So it is obligatory to believe in oneness of Allah in order to become a Mu'min. Without belief in Tawhid, no one can enter into the fold of Iman and Islam. And you know, all teachings of Islam based on Tawhid. And not only this, all the prophets and messengers come to this world, they also fight for Tawhid. And Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam thrown into the fire only for establishing Tawhid. So as a Muslim, it is important to believe in Tawhid because it is a part of Iman. And our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam migrated to Medina only for establishing Tawhid. Not only these, all the Nabis and Rasuls struggles in this world to establish the teachings of Tawhid. At last I will say, in fact, Tawhid which constitutes the roots of Iman. We should believe in Tawhid. Another question from these topics. Impact of Tawhid. Dear students, Tawhid is belief in oneness of Allah the Most High. Its impact on man's life is very wide. Belief in Tawhid furnishes man with the scope to tender gratitude. And faith in Tawhid makes a man self-conscious and self-respectful. Men do not bow down before anyone else. Consequently, man's and Tawhid also play important role in establishing unity and fraternity. Faith in Tawhid establishes the idea in society that all men are servants of Allah and are equal status. So don't forget, believe in Tawhid, encourage men towards servitude to Allah and good deeds. And not only this, the person who believes in oneness of Allah, he always abstain from dishonest and bad activities. As a result, peace and discipline prevail in the society. At last, faith in Tawhid brings man success in the next life, and believe in Tawhid often the gateway to liberation and success in all sphere of life. So I think impact of Tawhid, it is also clear to you. Dear students, now we'll discuss another topics, identity of Allah. Allah is the Lord and owner of the universe. He is one and without any rival. He doesn't have any partner. He is unique and incomparable. About the identity of Allah, Allah said in the Holy Quran, قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ اللَّهُ الصَّمَدُ لَمْ يَلِدْ وَلَمْ يُولَدْ وَلَمْ يَكُنْ لَهُ كُفُوًا أَحَدٌ. In this ayat, prove that there is nothing as his rival or equivalent. Another ayat, Allah said in the Holy Quran about the identity of Allah. He is the first, He is the last, He is manifest, He is concealed, and He is all conversant in all matters. And we can get another ayat in the Holy Quran about the identity of Allah. Allahu la ilaha illahu al-hayyul qayyum. He is Allah, there is none except Him worthy of worship. He is never living and sustain all other things. So my dear students, I think it is also clear to us about the identity of Allah. Dear student, now we can see a stem related to these topics. You can see the word I have written a stem. Azrab and Labib went to on a river cruise to the voyage to the Barishal by boat. Seeing the fishing of the Hilisha in the river, Azrab said, all the gifts are from Allah, whatever He has given to His servants. Hearing this, Labib said, your concept is not right, rather it is created naturally. Now the question, you can see question number A, what is human values? I think answer is clear to you, I have discussed earlier. Question number B, Kufur promotes immorality in human society. How you will write the answer? Kufur promotes immorality in human society, there is no doubt about it. A kafir cannot realize the importance of morality because of his lack of faith in the next life, heaven and hell, and can desperately adopt falsehood, corruption, rape, and all kinds of sinful activities for the worldly gain. He doesn't follow the moral character and teachings of the prophets and messengers because of his absence of faith in them. Thus, immorality spread in the society through the disbelief of Allah. And not only these, disbelief of Akhirat also. All those people disbelieve in Akhirat, severe punishment is waiting for them. Allah said in the Holy Quran, those who disbelieve and reject our sign will surely abide in hell. They will remain there forever. Dear students, I think question number B it is clear to you. Now question number C. Which things of Islam expressed through the speech of Mr. Azrab? You can see the stem. Mr. Azrab said all the gifts are from Allah. I think Mr. Azrab believe in Allah. That means there is a creator. So it is related to Tawhid. Dear students, I think the Azrab speech expressed through here about the Tawhid. So you will discuss here Tawhid. Question number D. Question number D. Explain the bad effects and evil consequences of speech of Mr. Labib. You can see this time Mr. Labib said, your concept is not right, rather it is created naturally. That means in the stem we can see the Labib speech against the speech of Mr. Azrab. It is indicate to the kufar because Mr. Labib doesn't believe in Allah. He told everything has been created naturally. So he disbelieve in the creator. So it is related to kufar. So in this case you will explain the demerits of kufar. You can see your textbook, there are so many consequences or demerits. You will explain this with the Quranic statement. Allah Hafiz.